Okay, greetings, patriots, Starseeds Lightworkers, and of course our brave, very brave military and galactic brothers and sisters. Welcome to 1776 United, and we're in a worldwide and galactic revolution. Today is October the 30th, 2025. I'm Alex West, and let's get into it. Now, actually, before I get into it, excuse me, I'm going to read this out. This is the military drops that are coming out via military intel, and if people have already gone through it based on their research and everything else, okay, this is not for you. It's for the people that have not got notifications or got this content. So I'm doing this for them. Now, The Simpsons could have predicted it right. They had an episode claiming that on Thursday, October the 30th, which is today, 2025, everything would stop. Internet, phone, computers, even satellites would go dead with hours of the world, or within hours of the world disconnecting. In America, chaos would spread fast. Banks closed, stores accepting only cash, and ATMs failing. News stations went blank. Airports shut down as of flights being grounded without navigation. Traffic lights dead, and highways became war zones. Did The Simpsons get it right? Well, Trump had watched a episode. Maybe he has watched an episode or two, and has contributing plans maybe to put in place based on The Simpsons. Well, we'll see what happens here on October 30th, which is today, right? Okay, Trump, I call it 5D chess game, will be over very soon. We're talking within days now. Israeli bribe traders, which were in the Congress, the Senate, all, Democrats and Republicans and anybody else that is part of that globalist affair, are all heading towards the gallows. Bankers, politicians, and global elites. Excuse me. U.S. corporations, which had stolen U.S. taxpayers' money since the early 1800s, will be officially dissolved. Though, in reality, it had been bankrupt and dysfunctional on the fiat dollar since the Nixon era, and that was in 1971. So basically, the United States has been bankrupt since 1971. Yeah, and they've been lying to you and making up all this false bullshit about how the economy's doing all this other wonderful things. No, it hasn't. I mean, look who was running it since 1971. Other than Reagan, there hasn't been a decent president in there. They're all been globalists. Now, the East Wing of the White House has been largely torn down so Trump could build a new $30 million ballroom with donated monies. With destruction of the West Wing came the loss of the Pentagon alignment that hooked up to the cabal privacy-owned IRS to that Pentagon. So everything was interconnected with that East Wing. That was all torn down. So they have total disconnection with the White House now, which is really good. DC's underground sensors went wild because, that was total cutoff of the deep state. Electromagnetic fluctuations, radar interferences, and other wildlife shifts around the eclipse confirms that the rupture of the Masonic Pentagon and all the algorithms around there had been severed. Washington D.C. streets were basically like a Masonic ley line. Okay. Now, all those lodges that were interconnected with them have all been gone dark, with the many cancellation of their annual Halloween rituals. It's all coming down, okay? Okay, son. The Scottish Rite building close to its doors had to close its doors. The Pentagon Inner Lodge stopped logging floor access. The power that once flowed through the city's geometric veins are gone, and that's good. The grid system is now silent. With the new structure beneath the new ballroom realigning the White House with the natural magnetic field of the Earth, the frequency of the entire Capitol has changed. The control lattice that fed off trauma and ritual had been severed. The obelisk no longer transmitted, which is really great news. So their cabal system inside Washington, to make it even functional, is not even Washington, D.C. anymore. It's not a corporation anymore. They're cutting off all those. That's why Trump is doing what he's doing, and you're getting all this hissing and flaring out from the crazy lefts. They're sick people, and they don't want their ritual satanic bullshit to go away. And anybody that is going against this is basically exposing themselves. The deconstruction also erased the Washington, D.C. IMF servers, which is great. Terminated the SWIFT network. Wonderful. That's our banking system. Now it's gone into QFS. European central ledgers transferred to QFS backup nodes. And the Bank of England was no longer under, or was now under military control. What would arise in its place was the quantum fortress, a live, living structure broadcasting sovereignty instead of submission, freedom instead of fear. The Vatican, London, D.C. Triad, and the loss of its keystone corporations are gone. Their their geometry, it's a long word, has collapsed. Their frequencies no longer hold. The age of ritual control was over, and in the Republic, once enslaved by symbols, now are taking it back and along with the power. Since Trump took office, America has been in an internal war trying to make peace. Now with the Q movement, completion of the gold asset-backed global currency reset under support of 209 countries, that peace was on the horizon. Trump has successfully destroyed the old Illuminati cabal SWIFT system and ordered the new gold-backed quantum financial system to return and replace it. Upon order of the President, Commander-in-Chief, on October the 25th, which was a few days ago, Zulu, a Code Omega reclamation sequence pulse, was fired from the new quantum financial system, headquarters at Shriver Space Force Command in Colorado Springs, Colorado. The action meant that the new quantum financial was now fully operational. Autonomous, as it automatically pulled the Illuminati cabal-owned banks of England, which had been controlled the global financial system throughout the old SWIFT network under military occupation, is now under a military occupation by the Patriots, okay? The quantum wave terminated the old SWIFT global financial network, erased the IMF servers in Washington, D.C., which is now the Washington Republic, part of the Republic, and has now transferred European central ledgers back to the QFS. Now every fiat money transaction across the world would be null and void as gold-backed currency took over. Wonderful. It was believed that there would be 209 nations which have or would pledge not to be or go to war with each other so they could join the new global financial system.